Hi.
Hi, are you sure this course is just for 2499?
Yes, and you know this is the only course with this expertise across the world.
No way!
Yes way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hi.
Hi, are you sure you can prepare for product based companies through this course?
Yes, sitting at home?
No way!
Yes way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Yes.
Hey, what do you mean by a self-paced course?
Well, the course material is available in the form of video lectures. And there are multiple practice problems that come along as well. So, you can access all of it anywhere, anytime. And they are available to you for lifetime.
No way.
Oh, yes way. Don't delay and enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hello and welcome back to this amazing channel, Geeks for Geeks Practice. This is Abhinav. Today the live is quite 5 minutes late because of some issues that happened, and we are back again with a new problem of the day, which is nothing but array operations. Hello guys, and welcome back to this particular channel. So the problem today we are having is array operations. So I hope I am clearly audible and visible to you all. So you guys can just anyone of you please confirm. I will also check that whether I am clearly audible and visible or not. So, guys, the problem that we are having today is nothing but the problem says that it's a problem called array operations where some specific number of operations are given. Okay, so I'm clearly audible and visible to you all as I can see. So, guys, the problem is let me share the screen and we'll discuss the problem. Yes. So, guys, the problem is array operations. You are given an array ARR of n integers. You must return the minimum number of operations required to make this array 0. And for making array 0, guys, what happened is that you have to choose a sub-array of non-zero element. Okay, array should be of non-zero, but there should be at least one zero present in the array. So if there is at least one zero present in the array, you have to make it. But the sub-array that you will take will be of non-zero element. So basically, we can count all the subarrays of non-zero element, and if there is a single zero present, then that means we can find. Okay, yeah, good evening, Madhva. Good evening. Okay, great. So guys, what we will do here is what will happen is guys that we will first of all have here the count. You can see guys like in this particular case, let's take a case here. So let's say the case that we are having is like this. So you can see in this case, the count is 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So like 3 operations are required. So you can see, guys, when there are zeros and zero, we will not consider them. We will just consider non-zero array. Okay. So guys, whenever a zero will come after some non-zero elements, whenever after some non-zero element a zero will come, we will consider it as the subarray of non-zero elements. Okay. So guys, you can see what we will have is I will have a count here first of all. Okay, and guys, I will have here how many number of zeros are there. So because as I told you, there should be at least one zero. Okay, great. Now guys, we will have two things. We'll have a boolean non-zero element that will be initially I can say false, and I will have is a zero element, or I can say zero element, or zero found, let's say, which is also false. This means it will recognize which was the previous element. Okay. So see guys, I will simply iterate through the array. Okay, I will simply iterate. Got it? So guys, now what will happen is that whenever a element 0 will come, whenever element 0 will come, so what I will do, for the element 0 we have multiple things to check. Let's first check for element non-zero. So whenever a element non-zero will come, so I will simply make my non-zero is equal to true. That's all. I will simply make my non-zero is equal to true. That's all. Okay, now the next thing, when we will get a zero element. So for zero, what we will do? When we will get a zero, first of all, we will increase the zero. First thing. Okay. Second thing will be that I will make my zero found is equal to true. Means I will say that I have found a zero. Now, guys, if the current element is zero and previous element was non-zero, if the previous element was non-zero, means if your non-zero is true. See guys, you can see this is not considered as subarray because this is also zero, this is also zero. But this is a subarray because its previous is not zero. So whenever a previous element is not zero, in that case I will increase my count. I will increase my count. And in that case only I will make, also I will make my non-zero equal to true, equal to false. Why equal to false? Because now previous element is not zero, it's a zero. So I have made zero true and non-zero false. Okay. At the last case, there's a corner case. There's a corner case. The corner case is, guys, what if all the elements of the array are zero? So guys, when all the elements are zero, so I will say if. See, if I will say if 0 is equal to n, that means if all the elements of your array are zero. Okay, simply your answer will be zero. There's no need to make any operation. They're already zero. Okay. And guys, I will also say one thing. If the last element is non-zero, if the last element is non-zero, okay, and zero found is also there, if last element is not zero and your zero found is also true, that means one more, like this is a case when you can see in the last case there is a single 5, but after that 5 there is no 0, after that 5 there is no 0. So because there is no 0 after 5, so what happens, okay, this last subarray of some non-zero element will be left. So to consider this last subarray, I am taking this condition. At the last guys, simply what we will do is, simply I will say if my count is greater than 0, if the count is greater than 0, I will return my count. And guys, else I will return -1. Why? Because if all the elements are also not 0 and count is also not greater than 0, that means it is not possible. That means all the operations are I can say like positive. I will say all the numbers are positive. So when will this happen? You can see that when all the elements are non-zero, then it will give -1. Okay. Exactly, Madhur. We have to focus on previous zeros. Okay, is it clear? Got it? You can say it's successfully clear. If you will talk about the space complex and time complex, you can see time complex is simply order of n. Okay, it's simply order of n. And space complex is order of 1. Like it's the constant space and time is linear. Okay. So if you want, I can share the link to the code through. Okay. Got it? Great, guys. Great. So I hope, guys, you have got this particular problem. Let's meet again tomorrow with a new problem or day, which is on Sunday. Till then, thank you. Happy coding. All the best. Good night. Take care. GFG कर लो, हो जाएगा.